The time leading up to college graduation and the start of first job is often chaotic and stressful. History is made in the cradle and in the classroom, and how a child develops determines the future of our world. By simply initiating social and emotional learning in our education, we could improve fundamental understanding of the human soul and create safe, harmonious society for the current and future generations. Self-awareness, recognizing one's emotions and values as well as one's strengths and limitations.
My name is Anna. I studied English and Spanish, the language, literature and culture. I started quite well in the first year. It was okay. I still missed some lessons and I didn't do as well as I would like to. I didn't really like it that much, actually. Around the second year, I kind of focused in other things. It wasn't my place. Those people weren't my people. The teachers, they were very interesting, but they felt just so far away from the place where I was right now. They felt so superior in their knowledge and in their experience. I felt quite lost. I was still doing it and studying and going to the lessons, but more because, okay, if I started, I have to finish. But yeah, it's just the way it is. No one is gonna come to you and say, oh, how is it going? You know what, maybe it's okay to give up. It's okay to not continue anymore and just stop for a moment, think what you really want to do, if this is where you want or not, and then just come back or not, or go for something else. For my parents, for example, for them it was really important that I did something, that I studied something, whatever it was. From my point of view, for example, now that I've studied and I have a little bit more experience, I think it's not just study something, you have to have some guidance to find something that you're gonna make something with it. Sometimes it feels like for you to go after something, you have to go out of your way and go after that.
Self-management, managing emotion and behaviors to achieve one's goals.
Well, my name is Patrick Bous, 45 years old. I think almost all of the time that I studied, I had a full-time job on the side as well, working in bars and restaurants and that kind of stuff. But if I set my mind on it, failure is not a possibility, so I'm extremely focused. The thing that from time to time is blocking me, it's basically in my mind, but I had some actual experience with it as well, is the age factor, for instance. I can give an example. When I came back from Africa, for instance, I was completely full of myself and had so much experience that I thought that it wouldn't be a problem at all to find some work after going back to the Netherlands. And in general, young people are considered sexy. A young girl, 24, she has a lot of ideas. Maybe it's not realistic, her ideas, but still one way or the other she gets in. And because of her age, people give her the chance to fail as well. And with someone older that you invest more money in, because he's more expensive. Yeah, he is more expensive because he has to pay a mortgage, maybe he has a family that he has to support as well. They're more reluctant to take you in, I think. So it makes me wonder if at my age, being 45, if it's still possible to make a huge career switch. I think there's nothing wrong with having your doubts. So having your doubts about yourself makes you humble as well, and that's something that I can value in a person as well. But on the other side, having too many doubts keeps pulling you back, so you're not going forward. And what I do basically now is start creating jobs for myself. So everything that I create comes from myself. So basically, I don't need anyone to fulfill the things that I want to do.
Social awareness, showing understanding and empathy for others.
My name is Maximiliano Sura Sanchez. and I'm a musician. In the beginning, my parents was thinking that I should start playing an instrument because they like a lot music. So they choose, and I was so small, and I just wanted to play, and to enjoy. So I didn't realize that was a career. I took it as a game. So at some point, like I was 13, 12, maybe, I realized what I want to do. Not for my life, but at least to take as something serious. I was trying to be an efficient student, somehow. And I keep a good, let's say, good level on my results, but I don't know, because something cultural. I was spending a lot of time in the street with my friends. Now financially, I supporting myself with an extra job, an external job. Sorry, outside the music world. Sometimes I get some concerts also with my groups or outside with another ensemble. Maybe I have 1 month 2 concerts, but then I don't have nothing for months. Something really like depending on it's somebody knows you and they need an extra cello for an orchestra, they call me, or you have to be. It's a matter of to be lucky, to have contacts, to play good, of course, but to play good is almost the last thing. I basically have to fight if I want to get a job in orchestra, or just to sustain myself with early music, let's say. It's a bit frustrating, basically, this situation, because actually it's really bad paid, the music nowadays, professionally talking. I mean, this considered not like a career somehow. It's considered like a hobby for a lot of people. They see like, okay, when I have a lot of comments, they ask you, what are you doing for your life? I say, I'm a musician. They say, what else? They consider more serious to be working in an office than to be a musician of an orchestra.
Relationship skills. Forming positive relationships, working in teams, and dealing directly with conflict. Responsible decision making, making ethical, constructive choices about personal and social behavior.
My name is Natasha Paulsbroek. I can honestly say, the type of student that would say no to parties and go like, no, this is the day that I have to study. That was the type of student I was. So it was saying no to a lot of things. I had to sacrifice a lot of things. I chose for marketing management. It had the opportunity to actually have a paying job and still be very creative in it. Well, they highlighted, marketing management, they really know how to sell this study. I mean, wow, this is just what they're good at. But they don't tell you the full story. If I would do this again, I think my mouth would be bigger. I would just say, hey, wait a minute. I've seen the future. Teach me something useful. Teach me how to handle people. Teach me how I communicate with people. Teach me something like amazing that I can use. When I was looking for jobs during my study, they always said, oh, you have a propeduise, but technically we cannot offer you anything in this field because you don't have your diploma. I was like, okay, fine. So if I get the diploma, things should go easier. I was never so wrong in my life. And constantly getting things like, oh, you're gonna have your diploma at that and that month. Congratulations, but you have no experience. And I really had companies who would just send me things like that. And eventually, after the 10th email that you get back of a Fortune 500 company, you start asking, how am I gonna get experience if you're not gonna give me a chance? If I have children, I would seriously tell them, the years that you're studying, go party. Go party! Go make your mistakes, because those are the years that you get to make those crazy mistakes. Dye your hair blue. Go put everything that you want. Just go completely insane. Take that backpack and go walk to Spain. Just do it, because you will feel what it's like to actually make a journey.